right, so we also have the pump to get apart. So I checked the other video. It looks really dark on the screen. Maybe it's the angle I'm at, but it was just fine when I was going to edit it. So let's get this O-ring off of here. This thing is hard as a rock. Come on, get under there. There we go. Yeah, look at that. It just broke right off. Half? Yep. Okay, they're not that tight. There we go. Everything's a hammer. Here's the pump. See how it's offset? And that's how it makes the pump pressure. And feels pretty good. You're supposed to use, I believe, an indicator on these to see where the height is. You got to measure this piece here to see how flat it is. But this is in pretty good shape. But you got to lift him out straight because there's not a lot of room here. He'd probably just fall out if I tip it like this. Yep. There we go. And I have to knock this seal out of here. We'll put in a new pump seal. I'm not sure how I'm going to get that out of there. Looks like that might be kind of a bear. I'm sure there's a special puller for it. I don't see any significant wear in here. I can't even feel a ridge at all with my finger. So it doesn't look like there's any wear there. And same thing here. I watched a couple other programs on taking these apart. And one of the concerns is if this gets worn significantly, and you can still see the machining crosshatches in here. So there's literally no wear in this pump. There's a seal here, or the bearing here. I'll have to see if that came in my kit or not. I'm not sure if that is considered a wear item on, for normal use. All right, so I decided to give this a couple of taps with a little drift pin, and she's coming out already, so we got to turn the camera back on. Just being real careful not to hit the edge here, just kind of keeping it straight up and down. Obviously, if I damage the race, the bearing, it don't matter. I just don't want to damage the place where it taps into. Okay, now I got to get this up. It's got to have something to support it so it has room to go up the back side. Oh yeah, she's just coming right out. She wasn't in there very tight or crooked or nothing. Sure, whenever you press the bearing in or out, you go very evenly. I had to put a bearing. I was working as a millwright years ago, back in the early 90s. We were working on a dryer roller and a paper mill. And I'm not kidding you if I tell you that the thing had to be 18 inches diameter. It was huge. This bearing I had to run in there. And the inside of it was about this big that the shaft had to go in. You had to have a crane to load the roller in there, but the bearing on the inside was bad. Well, those rollers are about 12 foot long, so I had to crawl 12 foot down this tube. Of course, being the apprentice, you're the one that gets to crawl down the tube. Oh, there we go. Okay, got that out of there. All right, sorry, I started without you. Some cardboard in the vise. Been going all the way around on the bearing here. There's no way to poke it out from the backside. So pound all the way around on the outside, got it all off of here. There is a gap in between here. I'm pretty sure I can get the hammer in here. There we go. Didn't damage a thing. It's all in good shape. Oh yeah, looks good. So yeah, definitely want to put a new one of these in. That seal was bad. Right here you can see the seal was really bad. So there's split rings. I don't know if you can see them, but they're split. And I'm going to try to get them off of here real quick. Okay. So it came unclipped. They sprung right out. Interesting. They have a little, I don't know if you can see the notch, but they kind of hook together when they're inside of there. See? And when they came undone, ta-da! So just unhook those. I was just using my little dental pick here. Kind of press them together. Pry them apart. There we go. Don't want to break those. I don't know. I'm sure those come in the kit, but just in case, we don't want to break them, and in case I need them for, to pick out the new ones. There's a top or a bottom to them, other than the fact that they hook. That's kind of cool. That should be the disassembly, except for this guy. I don't have a snap ring pliers. So I don't have a snap ring pliers to get this apart. I know there's a couple different ways to do it. I'm just going to go buy a snap ring plier. Maybe I won't. Let's try it. Ah! That's not my first try. I've tried that several times and it didn't work. Hey! Almost got the camera. That came out with pretty good force, so be careful when you do that. So got the snap ring out of there. This guy went in there, yellow dot out, obviously paint out. And okay. It goes up into there. And there's another piece I think that's going to come out here. Yep. This whole valve's going to come out, I imagine. I don't know how easily it's going to come out. Come on, baby. Come on. Trying to keep the washers on there so I don't lose what order they're in. So I got my finger in there holding them on. That's an interesting deal. Okay. That should be all the pieces out of there. All right, so I realized I had not taken the bushings out of here. There's a bushing on either end. Let me go get my caliper. $240, 38, 39. That'd be exact. 239. So I'm going to write that down. What is 566? Edge. There we go. 565. Okay. All right, she's biting good now. So all I did is I just took the end of an old screwdriver and kind of gave her a little bit of a bend. Oh, here we go. Come on. Come on, you're so close. It literally hanging precariously out the backside. All right, how's everybody doing today? Okay, so I did manage to get this piece out yesterday off camera. It's only a couple more hits and she popped right out. So let's get this cleaned up. I'm feeling inside of here on both ends. It's more dirty than anything that I don't think it got damaged at all. Let's get the other part of this assembly apart, and I'm going to move the camera and we'll start working on that. Here's something else I haven't taken apart since I had it. I just brought this over here. This has not been apart since I took it out of the car. Or I'm sorry, yeah, since I had it out of the car or out of here. So here's your main gear, your sun gears, sun gear, whatever, that all goes together. There's that spacer that has the little tabs on it. Still getting used to this camera. My apologies if things are not in the frame. Doing my best here. Don't know what this ring is. That's plastic or ceramic. Feels plastic. All right. So there is another snap ring over here. There. Oh. Is that supposed to be like that? Oh, maybe it is. Anyway, there's another snap ring right here. Let's get this stuff out of the way. Guy apart, walk him out of here. Just gonna tip this edge up. Bring you in a little closer. Suppose I could telephoto zoom in. Zoom, 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 zoom. All right. That is inconvenient to work on. Okay, I have it just barely coming out right now. What I did was I pried in and then I tilted this and I got started now. Now she's coming out. And glad my toe wasn't under that. Looks like there's a... I remember seeing this on one of the other channels. There's a little C clip here. Anyway, that's the rest of those gears. And like I said, there's a Torrington in here. So fairly certain this has been redone. Even if they did it recently, they did a bad job of the seals. I'll tell you that, because, man, I had about a quart of transmission fluid on my floor per week. And the pan was leaking. It was leaking all over the place. It wasn't just the torque converter or anything like that, which I do know that there's some issues with that can cause it to leak too. That's the other part of the Torrington. So I got that apart. Oh, there's a Torrington inside of here. Other part of one, because I'm sure the other half is over here. Come on there, baby. There we go. Just stuck together with all the oil. All right, so that's all apart. That is it for the disassembly today. I don't think I had anything else that I could actually get apart. All right. So anyway, thanks for following along. It's just a couple quick videos I'm trying to get out. I've been kind of lacking on my content lately. I also want to try out my new camera. So if you like what you see, please like and subscribe. Thanks a lot and see you in the next video. Bye.